So what we have here is a Yamaha Tri-z 1985 engine. It looks to be a one owner, very complete. Doesn't look like any of the bolts have ever had a wrench even on them. The only downfall is it has seen some moisture coming in through the air box, and it has seized the crank. So we're draining the oil now. Then we're going to tear this thing down and see how bad it is. So we're going to tear into this thing. I'd already had the carburetor off this once, so I didn't shove it all the way back on the boot because it was very tough getting it off. But definitely had a lot of moisture come in through the carburetor side, and this thing is in bad shape. I don't know if the ultrasonic tank's going to help this one. So I didn't take boot off earlier also, when we were just trying to figure out what was wrong with this thing. So these are just finger tight. Lots of moisture. Reed cage definitely look pretty rough. We'll try to clean it up, but it may not be salvageable. Try to keep all of our hardware together. See if the top end got any moisture in it. Man, no sign of detonation. Looks pretty good. Get the trusty Milwaukee light. Wow. This thing has definitely had a lot of moisture in it. We may even have a bent rod. The rod looks like it's pushed to the side some. It's hard to see down in there, but doesn't look like a factory bolt. But this kicker's off one of the other Tri-z's. We swapped it out last week. That's why it came off so easy. Had a lot of grit on that one. Calibrate, get all springs and hangers off there before we sling them across the garage. Oh no, busted case. We do have a bad rod. Or water got in there and froze, so that's gonna be a weld repair. Didn't see that when we took it off the engine, or off the bike. That's the price you pay sometimes for buying non-running bikes. I don't know if you can see down in there, but that rod looks to be destroyed. That was not in today's plan, sawing a rod off of a Tri-z to get the jug off of it. There's some absolute carnage. So that is why we couldn't get the piston to slide out the bottom. The sleeve is absolutely disintegrated. There's where the case is busted. Looks like the rod came forward. Gave him a good smack. You can still see how bent it is just right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Man, this thing is rough. Well, the show must go on. Got this impact driver. $10mm. Try to keep all the hardware together. Even though we're not sure this engine's salvageable, we're still going to keep everything together as best as possible. Got a Phillips here. This doesn't always work, but what I like to do is just take and barely bump these things forward just a little, and then try to back them out. Still have the spacer on it. Sticking back in the hole. Because that's a blind hole, it doesn't hold any of the cases together. Chintzy little plastic case saver from the factory. Made in Japan. My little forward to reverse trick. I do not like Phillips hardware at all. Forward, reverse. Forward, reverse. Forward, reverse. Looks like it might have a little moisture in it also. It's always exciting. Sometimes you get ahead of yourself. I want to put this thing in gear before we took sprocket off. Didn't do that. See this washer back here? This acts like an anti-rotation washer. Give them a little twist, a little pry. Once we got him out decent, we'll try to beat him backwards a little flatter. A punch works a lot better than this, but I didn't bring one over yet. There's a little spacer here that comes out. We'll mess with them here in a little bit. $19. Put that in your stator bucket. So if you look inside there, there is some threads. We can use our Tusk M27-1. It is reverse threads. We'll make sure you get this thing screwed in pretty deep. If not, when we try to pull this off here in a minute, you'll rip all the threads out of it. 17 millimeter. Put a 1/2-inch drive on them. Threads still look good. Stator looks alright, magnet wise, or flywheel I mean. Pop our gasket off. These two bolts here are what holds it in. Do the forward reverse trick. Hopefully we get lucky again. And we're not going to.
No, that's the opposite side.
But it slides down into a full metal piece. So
Like that then?
yeah, it will look like this, so that we don't have a hole.
This? Okay, no.
It's got to be laying right around here somewhere, so we can do it for that body.
Dixon, is that in a 431?
434.
My ex-brother-in-law, he's got a Ironhead 421. That's what he's running in his D-Mod.
Yeah, it's a common size.
It puts out quite a bit of horsepower according to the dyno charts that he's got on it.
Yeah, what'd it make?
672?
Probably a higher compression engine.
Yeah, it's like a 13 to 1 or something like that. He said it was, I don't know.
That one made 630, 630 and 619. But it's only like a 10.5 to 1 compression engine.
Yeah.
He said it's not running that good. I look down and dude, the choke's on.
You did that the other day yourself on yours.
Oh, I did outside.
What is it? The
The little.
barrel adjuster?
Yeah.
Was the cable on it when we brought it in?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Remember, it had that fucked up brake on it. That jack together one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not on the cable either. I guess I could do this back right there.
Building on some spacers or?
Yeah, I was starting to. I was going to put adapters on the front wheels. Of that Suzuki and put Yamaha wheels on the front of it.
Yeah.
And I decided not to because I found some good rear wheels.
It's nice having all that equipment to be able to work with. I mean, ain't a whole lot you can't make yourself if you need to.
Right, yeah. You don't like something, just change it.
How's everything look inside of it?
Looks clean.
Yeah, it's a shame that it fucking ended up the way it did, huh?
Yeah, I'd say without them, well, something caused that rod to bend. I don't know if it was before or after the water. Good old Yamaha. fucking Phillips.
Yamaha hammers.
What's that?
Oh, Yamaha hammers.
Yeah, I've got the this little tool. I'll probably break them loose with it.
Yeah, I got one of those too. It's one of the best things I've had for small engines.
They did it on the blasters too.
I think almost all those Jap brands did it back in the day.
Well, the other part is there's a JIS screwdriver that you're supposed to have. Did you know that? Yep, American screwdrivers don't fit right. JIS is what you need. Japanese Industrial Standard is what it stands for. I'm praying this fucking camera ain't aiming down too far.
It looks like it is.
Probably moved on me. Probably filming nothing but dirt right now. It's got a really wide angle lens.
Okay, got any wear on it where it's been pulling and pushing? Look on your flat spot where it pushes. Yeah, hell, this motherfucker hasn't hardly been used at all. You don't have any wear on it.
Right, and that's where it cams, right?
Yep. Because as it pushes, what it does is it pushes against the side of it. It should push right around in here somewhere.
Yeah, you can just barely see a little shiny spot right there.
Yeah. Motor didn't have very much for hours on it.
Bent.
And then it's got the pressed in fucking bushings in the casing for your.
Yeah, I'd say this thing's gonna come apart really hard. You know it? Unless the bearings come out of the cases.
Yeah. I don't think it'll come apart as hard as you think it's going to. The bearings just won't twist, they'll slide out of there.
One more hidden up there. I don't see nothing else. Because the one is hidden back behind the kicker. You gotta watch that bastard. I think we should put the puller on him, or?
Yeah. Them things are a lifesaver, ain't they?
Yeah. Beat the fuck out of the cases, right?
Yeah, I've done that before too. Back when learning stages. Get pissed off and end up popping a hole in it.
Weld repair again.
You're pretty well screwed on that. You're gonna have to do a little bit of welding.
Yeah, I agree.
come open already. I can see it coming open. That Yamaha some pretty good shit.
Right. Front's coming open pretty good.
Yeah, you already lost all your tension on this one. Much, is it?
No, I think it's because it's so far out there.
Yeah. Trying to lock your whole setup inside. There she's spreading. Through to your windage.
So how did it break
it was
there
just
then?
this.
How and why?
Well, it got water in there and hydraulics did that.
Isn't that coolant passage?
No.
No? Then how'd it get water in it?
I don't know. It should have never leaked because your seal should have been all the way around the very outside of it. Oh, it leaked in from here. Had to have. All right, we'll flip your case over and look at the inside of it.
So it's busted there.
Yep.
So it did come in from the top. So it's busted there. So it had to have gotten. So that's what it is. So it did come from the crank side.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense then. It's not a terrible repair.
No. And not in a crucial area either, so. That side is worse because this is where all your windage is. It looks like it cranked back to there.
Or burr it out.
Yeah.
Be good.
It didn't bust anywhere where your case seals.
Give out a couple whoppies with a rubber mallet or something.
There you go.
Mainly the sludge in the bottom of that thing.
Yeah, that oil setting with water in it fucking ever and everything that it washed down. This is your bearing that goes in here.
Spacer.
Yeah. For your seal.
On the side of the crank for the stator side, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the transmission side. Alright.
But hell, your crank itself's still good. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with it other than you just need to put a new pin on it. Send this son of a bitch right out and get it rebuilt. All your threads and all your bearing surfaces on it are still in really good shape. This stuff ain't gonna hurt nothing on it.
Shift forks look pretty good. Very little to no wear.
I think it hasn't been ran much.
I can't believe it didn't break the Kickstarter.
Me either. Because your rod bearings ain't locked up on it. All the transmission bearings are probably still good in it too.
Yeah, all the bearings looked good. Look at me, look at that shift fork.
Yeah,
There's no wear on it.
Yeah. If it hadn't have been for the water, these wouldn't have been locked up either, see? They aren't straight C's.
Dad, you gonna let me give you a buzz cut?
No.
He's already got one. You already got one, Dad. You have to line you up right, bro. What about once I get my actual cutters?
No.
No? What if I give Gabe a good cut?
No.
What? Why? I'll do it free.
You know another thing we need? Parts washer.
Got one.
Watch this, Dad.
Do you?
Watch this.
It's underneath the bench over. You wash some stuff in it.
This is what Gabe made
What?
you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Something's stuck in there.
That thing ain't moving, is it?
Yeah, it's moving just barely.
Is it?
I'll have you whack him.
Can you pull?
Yeah, let me get that out there on the edge. Just want to fuck the case up. Go ahead.
You want me to keep beating? That son bitch don't act like it's gonna come out.
I mean, it should. Nothing in there holding it.
Pop that seal out of here. Around that motherfucker. I mean, you're gonna put new seal on it anyways, I'm sure.
This one's too big. One you got's too small.
Yeah.
I got a little green one. Oh, it'll bend the fuck out. That's one of my favorites. God dang.
Make sure there ain't a C-clip right there. Well, that son bitch should have came out of there for sure.
Yeah, they usually just slide right in. Especially if there's no water in the transmission. I see nothing.
Nope.
Bunch of dirt on it.
Well, if nothing else, I should take the fucking bearing out with it. You want to use a real hammer on it, are you?
Yep.
Oh. Bust the whole corner off the fucking case.
Alright.
The whole bearing's going. You got it?
Mm-hmm. The whole corner did bust off of it, but it wasn't the one you thought.
Yep. But it's still in the same place, and
Yeah. So this is a welded repair here.
yeah, this one cracked on the inside and let the water get in there, and then that one blew out
busted
on the
out.
outside.
Not a big deal. We'll weld it.
No, it wasn't nearly as bad as what we
Uh-oh.
thought it was going to be. What's that?
There was a fucking bearing retainer in there.
Oh,
I couldn't see it. How was you supposed to get to that?
I don't know.
No, it should. It only held their bearing. It still should have slid out.
Mm-hmm. So we just took bearing and all with it. Well, we only broke the retainer and not the case, so that's not such a big deal. That's pretty
No, but that's
easy to
still
get.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna have to get a bearing puller on here and put it in the press.
Yeah, I'll
and-
put in the press, a couple little straight edges, and wild. Everything that's been wrong could go wrong on this one. Ladies over here where there's not a big fucking mess.
Yeah. Luckily, it didn't bust the case out.
Couldn't believe that.
That shit flying everywhere. Them bearing retainers are pretty common. You'll be able to get one of them for about any Yamaha.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's got an OEM one.
Well, I mean, any Yamaha ought to have it. You can get one for a fucking Banshee.
Right, yeah, yeah. It looks like a pretty common one. Oh, fuck me, I'll TIG weld it. If I can't find one.
Is this your cleaning rag?
Was.
But honestly, look, it's still got the factory coatings inside the whole damn thing. It hasn't been ran that much. All that black coating and stuff, there ain't hardly any wear on it. See, like right here.
Like it ain't, the gas ain't even swept it off there.
Yeah.